Good, beautiful people. How are you? This is your girl, Divine Karma. Told y'all I was going to drop in on y'all tonight. All right. I sent you peace, light, love, and harmony, as I always do about this time. Why? Because Divine Karma loves you, baby. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing all right. All right. Tonight, we're going to get into some conversations about spiritual gifts, what they are, who got them, how to use them, how to tap into them, all that good information. That's what we're doing tonight. A lot of people that's been on my lives have been requesting that and talking about that. So we are going to get into that on tonight. Waiting on some of y'all to pile in while I chit chat. Um, there is a spiritual awakening happening on this planet right now. There is a spiritual awakening happening on this planet right now. You know, Mother Earth goes through cycles. That's why the divine feminine, we are so, or daughter Earth, whatever, whichever you want to call it, Gaia, whatever, goes through cycles. That's why we are the divine feminine is so connected to, you know, Gaia and moon cycles and things of that nature because we have cycles just like Gaia does. But there is a spiritual awakening happening on this planet right now. We are going through a cycle. We are in the golden age sun cycle, where the veil has to be lifted. Everything has to be revealed. This is the cycle that we're in. So in order for something to end, right? In order for something to begin, something has to end. And people like they distracting you and making you think that you need to hold on to this earth that we're in right now. And we don't need to hold on to the earth that we're in right now. We need to let this thing go. We need to let this thing go. So there is a spiritual awakening happening on the planet. Tonight we are going to be talking about, gifts, telepathy, third eye awakening, being a medium, your gifts and your intuitiveness and what you feel, is happening or you may have and how to use them, what they're there for. Because a lot of people think that it's something bad um, to have spiritual gifts. And that's been misinformation to keep you away from your true self, from your God self, from your goddess self, from your, all those things. Hello, Elizabeth. How you doing? Good. I need all the information. No worries. No worries. So in this day and age, there's been everybody hit that like button. If you're in the chat, in the live, hit that like button for your girl. Um, you have to realize, and I'm going to tell you things from my perspective and how I got into my gifts and how I learned to embrace my gifts. Because a lot of people in this day and age now, they're feeling one thing a lot of people are feeling is their intuition is kicking in, right? More than it has been in the past. Hey, how you doing? And a lot of people like they feeling different because this planet is going through an awakening, not just in our country. I'm talking about the whole planet because Gaia goes through cycles. People are feeling intuitive. Like people, I'm telling you, I do coaching and I'm telling you, so many people just like, I feel different. Can't put my finger on it, but I'm feeling different energies. I'm having my dreams, like people dreams are getting different and they wanting to know like what is this and what do I do with it and what do I do with it. One sign, hey Yvette, how you doing, love? One sign that that this awakening is coming upon you, and it's coming upon most of us, is angel numbers. You start seeing angel numbers. If you don't know what that is, that's I'll tell you what, my first angel number I seen, like when I tell you a gazillion times a day, and I still do now, was 111 and 1111. I'm good, beloved. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just at the crib chilling. And when you start seeing angel numbers, 111, 222, 3333, this is a sign. Like your guides and angels, the universe, all of those are trying to get in touch with you. Thank you so much, Yvette. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button for your girl. So why are you feeling so intuitive now? So many people are like, I don't know what's going on. Like, they say my third eye is awakening. They be like, Kamisha, I don't know. I just and don't what? Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Let's do this. And let me say this, spirit, my guides and angels, and everybody that's on the live, please be with us. Keep the energy clear. Keep everybody's energy clear. And please keep the trolls and anybody that is not of love and light and has issues and want to project their beliefs and all of that on us. Please keep them off this channel tonight. All right. Now that that's done, so many people are feeling different now. Feeling different, right? I'm not special, y'all. You all, everybody came here with gifts. Everybody came here with gifts. Please act like you got some common sense in the chat. You bet you be cracking me up. Thank you. Hello, hello. Everybody came here with gifts, right? Everybody did. Like, I want you to really think about this. Do you honestly think that Source, and whoever Source is for you, God, Allah, Buddha, Yah, whoever that is, would just be like before you came here talking to your soul? Yeah, I'm gonna give Divine these gifts. She gonna, like, in her late 40s, she gonna get into them. Oh, but don't give them that. It doesn't work like that. All of us got gifts. People with children, I'm about to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. People say all the time, they didn't choose to be here. Do you know the children choose their parents? You chose your parents. Your children chose you. There's been, I can't even tell you how many cases and studies that have been done on children that don't even know each other. And all of them have this same similar story. Edgar Casey did a huge study on this. Thousands of children. None of them know each other, but their story was all the same. Yeah, before I came here, I was in, and I told some of y'all this story. My nephew has told me this. I was in heaven, and I picked. I got a big book, and I was told to pick my mom and dad. So for those of you that have children, the question is, why did your child pick you? I've counseled mothers, and when I tell them this, I had a mom get teary-eyed and cry because their life is really challenging right now. And she was like, why would my children pick me so we can go through this? We all have these gifts between school, between religion, between, society, whatever. They get lost. So what do you do when you feel this creeping up on you, right? The first thing I'm going to say, people say witchcraft is the devil. I don't, people say, do I do witchcraft? And I tell them, I do witchcraft to the extent to protect myself and to manifest the life that I want. There's been, my children pick me because my kids are absolutely, that's beautiful. But witchcraft used to be a gift that a lot of the ancestors use to change their reality. That's all. Not to harm anyone, not to punish it, like none of that. It got a bad rap after that, just like voodoo did. It was never a bad thing, right? So you choose what you want to do with these gifts. I choose to help people and keep myself protected. Do I do rituals? Do manifestation rituals all the time. Is magic real? Magic is very real. So how you doing? How you doing, love? A lot of people, your third eye is waking up right now. All right. Your third eye is waking up. I'm so glad that I asked you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a lot of people, your intuitiveness and your third eye is awakening. That is one thing that I have heard multiple times lately. You can sense things before they happen. A lot of your dreams are getting very vivid. You're dreaming a lot about your ancestors and things of that nature. I'm telling you, your gifts are kicking in. And I'm speaking to y'all from my journey and what helped me. I can't speak for nobody else, just what has helped me. All right. I tried to fight this thing tooth and nail. And the more you push back, the more they just gonna keep trying to give it to you. What is your third eye when it's awakening? Third eye is about intuition. You might find yourself liking getting into crystals and candles. One thing I suggest, right, is learning the colors of candles and what they represent. Simple stuff like this. Having multiple candles in your home and knowing the colors and what they represent. At minimum, you should have always a black candle and a white candle in your home, non-scented. I do the scented just to make the house smell good, like I'm cleaning up. But when I'm in my spiritual in my frequency, black candle is for protection. White candle is for, your guides and angels and purity. You always want to have those in the house. That's the bare minimum. The bare minimum, right? But get you a book. Like I got a couple books in my room. Get you a book. It's so many books out there about what does each candle, the color mean. The third eye candle, kind of indigo color, just like the crystal, right? Same with the crystals. What does it mean? What is the color, right? Get you, if you feel that your intuition is kicking in, get you a third eye candle, or get you, it don't have to say third eye. You can go to a metaphysical shop and do all this, that, and third. But if your money is tight and you really just getting into this and you just want to keep it basic and simple, get you an indigo colored candle. Yellow candles for, different things. Green candles for healing and for money. What else? What else? Blue candles, gold candles, red candles is if you want something to happen fast. Pink candles is for love. Learn what colors, what the candles mean. And again, bare minimum, you should have a black and a white in your home, right? Energy is real. It's not going to lie to you. And that's all this is energy. And your gifts are going to wake up right now because of what's happening in the world. Gaia goes through cycles. I was saying this earlier. That's why the divine feminine is so connected to the moon and Gaia, because she's real. Like Mother Earth is a breathing, like a living spirit. She is real. And we're connected to that, right? So just think of that. If you connected to that, why would you not have these gifts, right? Crystals, bracelets, necklaces. I've got crystals everywhere. The bare minimum. Again, I know when, yeah. Bare minimum you should have on crystals is your 7 chakras. The crystals that resonate with each chakra. It's 7 of them. You got the crown, you got the third eye, you got the throat, you got the heart, you got the solar, you got the sacral, and you got the root. Get you some crystals. Start studying crystals. Put them around your house. You should always have protection. If you don't do nothing else with your gifts, learn how to use your gifts to protect you and your children and your family and your home. When you go out, it's weirdos out here, people. Let's just talk about it. You have to at least know the bare minimum when you are out and about, how to keep yourself protected. Some basic crystals, bracelets, necklaces, whatever. Obsidian. Get it. Get it. Obsidian, organite, I keep them on me. This necklace here, I keep on me all the time. All the time. Some days I wear my bracelets, all of them. Some days I don't wear all of them. But I will, no matter which way I roll, I got this obsidian on. Hematite, Hematite. These are the crystals that will keep you protected. And people say, how can a rock protect you? It's not about the crystal itself. It's about your energy. It's about your energy. Keep you a necklace on. Get you, an obsidian or hematite or organite, ring, whatever. They got earrings, all the things, whatever your fancy is. Keep some around your house. I'm gonna give you some energy tips that I learned early on about protecting yourself, because it is a lot going on out here, people. A lot. When you go to sleep at night, especially if you tend to have bad dreams, so to speak, for lack of better words. Water is considered a crystal. It holds energy, right? When you go to bed, and some of y'all that's been rocking with me a while, y'all know I've talked about this. Get a glass of water. It doesn't have to be like a big, maybe just 8 ounces, 10 ounces, something like that, and put it. Let Mr. Vine ever say a job at the even they called me today for a second interview. They did. It's part time. They called me today for a second interview. I got it on Monday. Yep, at the crystal store. Yep. Get you a glass of water, right? 8 to 10 ounces. Put it on your nightstand, whatever is the closest thing to your head when you sleep, next to your bed, whether it's on the floor, whether it's on a nightstand, whatever. Put it every night. Put that water there. When you go to sleep, the water will absorb negative energies, negative entities, negative thoughts, things of this nature. When you get up in the AM, you never, ever, 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 ever drink this water. You get up and you pour that water down the toilet. You never drink it. Wash the cup out, glass out. Prefer that you use a glass. And you do this every night. I sleep with a glass of water next to my bed every night. You never drink this water. Never, ever, ever. So happy for you, Mr. Vi. I got the shot. Speak. Thank you, thank you. And that job is, it's just part time to balance out, while I'm trying to build my brand and get all my YouTube channels monetized and those things. Thank you, Yvette. So water. If you're going into a meeting with someone, if you set a glass of water between you and the person, the water will absorb any negative energy that they have. These are energy tips. Like anybody can do these, right? What else? Crystals. Always have them on you. Have them in your home. There's different things you can use to protect yourself. Putting pink salt or black salt or both in the corners of your house will keep negative energies and entities away. I want to talk to y'all about mirrors. All right. Mirrors hold energy. If you have a lot of people that come over your house, so you just might have some people that come over your house whose energy is not the best, you always need to clean your mirrors. And you clean your mirrors with ammonia. You might have been in the mirror and your energy wasn't the best, right? Once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, get some ammonia out. I got ammonia with lemon in it and a little bit of peppermint because it smells good. And I clean my mirrors because they hold energy. They do. So some of y'all, you already seeing angel numbers. What are you supposed to do? When you see an angel number, that is the universe, your guides, your angels trying to get in touch with you. Just take a second, acknowledge, and ask them what it is that they're trying to show you. This is, people think like, where do y'all think these Marvel characters and all these movies come from? Y'all think somebody just somewhere thinking of this? This is not, I'm not telling you anything that is new. This is real. Magic is real. You can create, some of you already know some of the things that I'm saying. You, the version of you, there is a version of you. I have a high and cracked mirror in my bedroom holding negative. Could be. And if it's cracked, I would get rid of it. We live in a quantum field. Okay. There's a version, there is any version of you that you can think of already exists somewhere in another timeline. Any version of you that you can think of, that your mind can fathom, already exists in another timeline. These people, and we know when I say these people, they don't want you to know how much power you have. You think that the government and those, you think they don't know? They know. They using these same gifts and spiritual gifts that I'm talking about. They have them and use them against you, against us. There's a version of you that already exists on another timeline. The version that you want, the life that you want, it already exists. All you got to do is get into the frequency. You have to match that frequency. There's nothing here but energy, frequency, and vibration. That's it. That's it. That's all. Now, let's talk about death. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Hit that like button for you, girl. They have convinced you, hey, beloved, that if you don't live a certain way, you're going to somewhere called hell. They've convinced you that death is real. You die every night when you close your eyes to go to sleep, beloved. That's it. That's all. You die every night when you go to sleep. Your soul leaves this physical body and goes wherever it wants to go. Some of you will start astral projecting. You may already have and didn't even realize you was doing it. The first time it happened to me, I was like, what is going on? Astral projection is when you're asleep and your soul leaves your body and you can look back and see yourself. You can look back and see your body laying there asleep, but you ain't in it. This is astral projection. And you go to wherever you want to go. Get answers from one, and you can intentionally do this. Now, when I want answers to things, I set my intention before I go to bed. I sit down and have a conversation, about a 10-minute conversation. Listen, I need some answers. I'm setting some intention. Sometimes I write it and put it under my pillow. I get my glass of water and keep the negative energies away. And I say, hey, I need to astral project. I need to get some answers to some things. I said the other day, put a notebook next to your bed so you can write down your dreams. Death does not exist in the way that they've told you that it has. There is no such thing. Do y'all remember in grade school when we learned that energy cannot be destroyed or created? It can only be transferred. You're nothing but pure energy. This is a jacket, literally. Now you will get his jacket back to Mother Earth. That's the cycle. You will give this jacket back to Mother Earth, but your soul, your spirit, oversoul, whatever you want to call it, it just goes somewhere else. That's it. There is no such thing as death. Y'all, if you really want to get a perspective on what happens when you leave this jacket, just start watching I watch a lot of near-death experiences, YouTube channels, because there's a lot here. And it's crazy because I got like 3 channels that I watch. It'd be people on there, but they all be saying almost the same thing every time they've had one. I've had outer body experiences. Some of you are going to start having them. You're going to see yourself doing something. I think the longest I've been out of my body, hey, beloved, the longest I've been out of my body for an outer body experience, I was out of my body for about 10 seconds. The first time it happened, I was just going through my awakening. Yeah, keep a notebook next to your bed to write your dreams down. But no, death doesn't exist. This jacket exists, but death it doesn't exist. They've tried to convince us that it does. But start watching near-death experiences, YouTube channels. It's a whole bunch out there. You Are Creators. He has one. Justin, he has one. His is really good. I forgot the other 2, but I watched them. But they all say the same thing when they've had near-death experiences. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. And we know who they have rewrote all the books. They control the history. They control the news. They control all of that. They control all of that. There is no such, you are literally giving this jacket back to Mother Earth, to Gaia. Gaia's like, hey, you, all right, your soul, you finna go on where you're going, child. Good riddance. I'm glad you stopped by. You gonna give Mother Earth this jacket back, and your soul is going where it needs to go. You could reincarnate. You might. Deja vu. This is another sign that you know your spiritual gifts are creeping up on your ass, because you start having deja vu all the time. What is deja vu? It is nothing other than your soul trying to tell you, we've already done this. We've already done this. We've already been here. That's all deja vu is. It's like slowing time down, trying to get your attention. We have already done this. We've already been here. The Akashic Records. I do Akashic Records with sessions, and a lot of people, they mind just like be like, what is Akashic Records? Now, like Akashic Records, consider it the library of everywhere your soul has been. You have always had access, but between all the distractions from the external, you've forgotten how to access them. When I first got my gifts and I got access to my Akashic Records, I've seen what? Probably like 11 of my past life, maybe more. Thank you, Yvette. Hit that like button for your girl. So I've seen like 10, 11 of my past lives. Your Akashic Records it's like a spiritual library. Everywhere your soul has been, it's in that Akashic Records. I thought when I got access, I just had access to mine. Oh, lo and behold, I can have access to anybody's. That was a gift that was given to me, that I can tap into anybody's Akashic Records. I can tell you your past lives, where you've been, what you did, who your spirit team is, what archangel was on your team, right? Like, I can tell you all of that. The lessons that you need to learn, some karma that you brought from a past life, all of that. That's a very, very common something that people book with me a lot. And I tell people, you know, how can you go through this life? The fact that society has convinced you that it's okay to go through this life not knowing shit about where your soul has been and where you came from, not knowing nothing about the lessons that you signed up for to come here. Everybody's here on a soul contract. Everybody. Everybody's here on a contract. How can you not want to know what your contract is about? How can you not want to know that you had a karmic relationship in a past life with Tony, and you and Tony then came back here in different bodies, and you supposed to be closing that cycle out, and here you are keep taking Tony back because you don't even know that this was something in your Akashic Records and you was meant to close that cycle out. Like, how can you not want to know that? I wanted to know. And I'm telling you, when I was in my 15-year marriage and I'm cheating, all the things, like all the things. And I kept going back. And I would cry, and I know some of y'all been here. And I was just like, I don't understand. Why is this happening? Oh, when these gifts kicked in, oh, I found out why it's happening. We've already done this, me and him, in the past life. We've already done this. We came back. Our souls signed up to come back here and close that contract out. And a lot of people never, ever, ever take the time. If you don't want to learn how to access your Akashic Records, that's not something I teach. That's something you already have it in you. You just got to tap into that frequency. But if you don't want to do that, and you book a session with your girl, my Akashic Records session be on point. How can you not know what you signed up for? Everybody came here on a soul contract. How can you not want to know where you were before here? I have past lives with Pleiadians. I have past lives that I ain't even on this planet. Would you not? How do you not want to know that? How do you not want to know that? that you have angelic beings that ain't even from this realm or dimension that's on your spirit team. You have access to these things. You have access to these things. Death is an illusion. Your goal here is to live your life purpose, close out any contracts from a past life so you don't have to come back through this piece and do this again. Because if you don't learn your lesson and do what you're supposed to do, you coming back around. That's when deja vu kick in, because it's like, God, how many times is we going to come back through here? I don't want to come back here no more. Can we go somewhere else next time? Can we go to Venus? Right? Planet Earth is one planet. There are galaxies and galaxies that NASA and nobody else knows nothing about. What if you have connections there? What if you have connections to the beings on Venus? If you want to know some information about your past life, why do you think you like the things that you like in this life? Why? Why do you think you like to paint? Where do you think that's coming from? It's coming from something in a past life. Why do you think the things that you like and don't like, those are signs of things from a past life. We all have it. You ain't never not been somewhere. Your soul has always been here, period. Your soul has always been here. Everybody has to come here on this contract. The thing is, when you leave this jacket here, do you want your life unfulfilled? Do you want versions of you standing around your bed? I love you too, babe. Do you want versions of you standing around when you leave here? That author, that book that you wanted to write, that version of you, just looking like, damn, we ain't get to do it. The painter, we ain't get to do it. Right? The school teacher, we ain't get to do it. Do you want all of them standing around your bed or wherever you transition? Because you let these people tell you who you are and limit you. Everybody's a slave at this point with this matrix, with this government, with these people. Not taking away brown people from what we've been through, because we've been through it. But at this point in the game, they have convinced all of us, tried to either, anyway. Do you know the word, what Illuminati means? To be enlightened, the enlightened ones. That's the name that people they gave them. You think they don't know what I'm telling you? They know everything I'm telling you and more. Yes, you have gifts. Yes, the elements, you can feel and hear them. Yes, you can call on protection and archangels and they will show up for you. Yes, magic is real. Allow your awakening to happen. The first thing is, you got to get rid of this nonsense, these distractions, and this energy. Clearing your energy is one of the most important things you can do to tap into and allow your gifts, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, all the things to start coming through. And to clear your energy, you've got to learn how to disconnect from this matrix. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Off top. Your subconscious mind, it makes a hideous master, but an amazing slave. Because whatever you tell your subconscious, it's like, what? We a millionaire. It's going to say, we got to get this got to happen. Because that's what you told your subconscious mind. It makes a beautiful slave. But with that being said, what you feed it, the people you around, the conversations, what you feed it with these ears, with these eyes, everything, all your senses, Feed your subconscious mind. When you go to bed at night, the last couple of hours, listen to me. If you don't hear nothing else that I tell you tonight, do not leave that TV playing while you are asleep. Do not. Your subconscious mind never goes to sleep. Never. Never. So if you go to bed with the news playing and you trying to figure out why you wake up in the morning depressed as damn hell, because while you sleeping, your subconscious mind is still hearing all of that and putting it in your mental. So what are you telling it? You have to reprogram this thing. You got to reprogram it. There's a channel, a YouTube channel, and I'm going to give y'all I'm sharing with y'all some of the tips that helped me, called Vybo, VYBO. They do a gazillion affirmations. They got so many videos with affirmations. Yeah. Vybo Fire. They got a bedtime affirmation one, like with no commercials or ads or nothing. I put that thing on for 10 minutes before I go to bed. Every single night. Every single night. Ocean sounds are good. Yep, very much so. What you got that subconscious mind of yours listening to before you go to bed, that matters. That matters. So I put that Bible on, and it's affirmations about wealth, prosperity, and it's in the present tense. I am wealthy, I am prosperous. I put that on, lay in the bed with my headphones on for like 10 minutes before I go to bed. If you want to, you can just silently, like me, I can't sleep with a lot of noise, but if you can turn it on low and sleep with it on, then do that. But do not have that TV playing. Don't have no movies playing in the background while you sleep. Your subconscious mind is just going to feed it. Where can you get Vybo is on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel, VYBO. It's amazing. I'm going to give y'all some tips and like some stuff that I watched that really, really helped me. But what you feed your subconscious mind is imperative. Vybo also has like hour and a half images with affirmations. I am this, I am successful. I put them on in the daytime on my TV when I'm cleaning up. Like if I'm cleaning up or doing something and want background noise, I put them affirmations on. Because even while I'm distracted, cleaning, vacuuming, mopping, whatever I'm doing, guess what my subconscious mind is doing? It's still listening. It's still listening. You got to learn how to be in that energetic flow so you can allow your gifts. A lot of your gifts are knocking you upside your head at this point. Telepathy, clairvoyance, everything at this point. But you haven't cleared your energy out so it can work. So it can work. I'm telling y'all got the same gifts that I do. You do. The most beautiful thing that I have gotten out of being a medium is the fact that my dad is on the other side and I can hear him like he's sitting right here next to me right now. I mean, crystal clear. When I'm out and about, it's such an amazing thing to have these gifts. For him to say, "Oh, don't go in there. Oh, don't do this." Like this is the beautiful thing about these gifts, y'all. Let that third eye open up. I do third eye awakening sessions with people that they want their third eye open. They book Reiki sessions with me because I'm a certified Reiki master. I want to open my third eye. And we do sessions maybe once a week because I do mudras. If you don't know what mudras is, it's energy with your hands, and you can place your hands in certain ways that will send a certain energy through your body. And I do third eye mudras because people like, man, I feel my third eye awakening. Can you help me? Yes, absolutely. We'll work on that. Y'all have the same energy. I got the Reiki certification because I was wanting to know. I'm like, I know I can heal myself. I know these chakras. I know there's more than, and I've been in the medical field for 20 years. So both of these came together for me. Right? What you say? Do you see them when you out? Yes. The thing for me is dating got hard for me because men will, when I tell them, and they think it's a joke until it happens, and then they freak out, right? There's been times where I've been out. I was out at a festival, and I was garbed up. Me and my homegirl Natasha, we was garbed up. Had all of our, all of our stuff on, all of our gear. And we was sitting there at the festival. Who was there? I think Black Magic 363, Red Pill, Blue Pill, KT, the Arch was there, and this couple, man and woman, was finna walk past, and they seen me and my homegirl, and she was like, "What are you?" And I said, "A medium, a psychic. I'm a plethora of things, right?" "Hey, love, how you doing?" And when she walked up to me, because she stepped like 2 steps closer, I literally leaned and looked behind her because I could see a man behind her, a spirit. And she turned around to see what I was looking at, and she didn't see nothing. She was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Who is that man behind you? Is that your dad or your granddad?" And I told her the suit that he had on, the hat that he had on, and everything. Tears just start. I ain't never met this lady. Tears just start coming down her face. She said, "That's my daddy. You can see him." I said, "Yeah, he's standing right behind you. I can see him." Told her exactly what he was in when they buried him, because that's what I seen him in. And we sat there, we talked for a minute. She was like, "Can you?" I wasn't finna charge her. I'm just like, "Yeah." He said this, that, and the third. I told her stuff there was no way I could know about her life because I ain't never seen this lady. Told her about some streets she needed to go on to get some help for her. I think one of her children was autistic or something like that. I don't even know where this lady live at. Her dad told me the name of the street, and I told it to her. It's like the street was like 2 blocks over from where she lived. This is the shit that you have in your body, because it ain't just me. You got it too. This is it. You have this too. You have to start trusting it. Start trusting it and allow it to happen, right? You not going crazy. You not going crazy when you feel like a lot of times I know when my dad is around, because sometimes I can smell him. You know your parents smell. I can smell him, but now that he's on the other side, he's infatuated with my angel numbers deck. Every day I meditate and I do a couple mudras just to get myself balanced, and I pull an angel number from my deck, a message from me. He's fascinated. He's taken over my angel number deck. So when I get it out, he used to call me Peachy. "Peaches, I'm ready." I'm like, "Okay, daddy." And I shuffle, and that's his message to me. He's taken completely over that. That's his message to me every day. Archangel Michael. This is going to blow some of y'all mind. Who y'all call? Thank you, Yvette. Hit that like button. Who y'all call Jesus? Yeshua has channeled me. Buddha has channeled me. Mary Magdalene has channeled me. Isis, Osiris, Amun Ra. The list goes on. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael has channeled me. I'm talking about can hear them just like they sitting on this couch next to me having a conversation. Yeah, we all are just energy. You just got to learn how to use it. You are telepathic. Some of y'all know I met my twin flame like 6 or 7 years ago. He on the clean on the other side, him and his girlfriend clean on the other side of the United States. But because of the energy, I know when something wrong. He ain't got to pick up the phone and call and tell me nothing. I text him and tell him what is wrong. What's wrong with you? And I'm on point every time. There's times his family, because his grandmother and great grandmother on the other side, they channel me. If something's wrong at home, they would literally, I would hear them crystal clear. "Can you tell him to call home?" Every single time. Text him, "Hey, you need to call home, something wrong." This is what you have in you. Because this is what you have in you. Me and my twin flame worked together a few times. We was in a leadership management meeting. And just sitting there, I'd be listening sometimes, I don't. And I crystal clear heard his great grandmother said, "Tell him he needs to call home. Someone has passed away." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I can't say it right now because we in this meeting." Like, and I'm looking at him, and he like he knows, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, and he put his phone under the table and texted, "What's wrong?" I was like, "You need to call home." And he texted me back while we were still listening to the management meeting. He was like, "Right now." I'm like, "Right now." He stepped out, called home. When he stepped out, he said, "I gotta take a call." By the time I got out the meeting, got out here, he called, and his mom told him that his uncle had just passed away. One night they woke me up out my sleep, his family did, and told him to call his sister house immediately because something wrong was wrong with his nephew. His nephew was like 4. I called him in the middle of the night. He just like, "What?" I said, "You need to call your sister. Something wrong with your nephew." "Hey, love." He called his sister. He sent me the text when he texted her first. Called his sister. His 3-year-old nephew wanted some green beans. Reached in the garbage can and the can and sliced his finger open on the can. They had to take him to the emergency room to get stitches. Hey, beloved, you have these gifts. Imagine if you tap into your gifts, how powerful you can be. But in order to do that, you got to embrace this energy. Let your third eye open and get out. How long have I had my gifts? To be honest, my mom told me about a year ago. She said, "I knew you was different, honey." My mom's 89. She said, "When you were in diapers, I would come in your room and you would be just sitting up in your crib with your legs crossed, just staring up in the sky." She was like, "I think you was meditating even then." But yeah, fully into my gifts, they started around 2015, 2014. I was sleeping. I was married at the time, and I started seeing spirits like a lot. So that's when everything started kicking in like heavy. I've always been different and always felt different and never fit in. And so I always knew something was different. But around 2014ish, like they really, I started hearing things and seeing things, and wasn't nobody else hearing these things and seeing these things. I went through a complete spiritual awakening. I started seeing 1111 everywhere, all day, every day, every single day. And then I started seeing 2222, 333, and I'm just like, what is going on here? And I was married at the time, and I remember I was asleep one night, and somebody hit me on my, like, just like this, 3 times. I hit my husband like, "What you hit me in my forehead for?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "What you hit me in my forehead for?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" He didn't have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, them angel numbers. That's how I'm gonna tell you, that's a strong when you start seeing angel numbers, that is your spirit team trying to get in touch with you. Trying to get in touch with you. I'm gonna tell you another powerful person to watch to learn about New Earth and fifth dimension and things like this. Dolores Cannon. Whew, whew, whew. I had already felt what she was saying, and I like it just landed on my phone one day. I didn't even know who Dolores Cannon was, but what she said, I was feeling like that. I kept feeling. I was like, why do I feel like I'm in a different version of Earth than other folks? When you going through your awakening, random shit gonna pop up on your phone that you wasn't even like, just because I'm telling you, your guides gonna make sure that you see it. 333 is Christ consciousness. Yep. And you'll just start getting random stuff. Dolores Cannon just, I was like, who is this lady and why is she on my YouTube feed? She passed away, older white lady. She passed away some years ago. When I watched, I forgot, what is it? The Wave of something. Dolores Cannon. Let me tell you something. It was like a 2.5, 3 hour lecture. I couldn't go to sleep till I finished it. Could not go to sleep until I finished watching that lecture. And she broke down, I think it's called the Wave of New Earth or something like that. And everything she said, I had dreamed. And she spoke about how people, how our souls, a lot of us volunteer to come here now because of the times that we in. Like she broke it down. She broke down death. That's what I realized. I said, I knew damn well wasn't no such thing as death. Mm-mm. No such things. Yep, yep. No such thing as death. She broke down astral projection. She broke down so much stuff. I was just sitting there flabbergasted. But I knew when I watched that part about when she broke down what happens when we go to sleep. When you go to sleep, that's why I said death doesn't exist. Your body dies every night. It's got to, because your soul has to go. So when you go to sleep, your soul leaves your body. I astral project all the time. That's what it's called. There is a spiritual cord that connects your physical body to your spiritual body, right? So when you go to sleep, your soul floats up, completely leaves your physical body. And that the first time I asked the projection, I was confused because I was like, why can I look back and see myself sleep? I could see me. I could see my husband at the time, married. I was married then. I could see him laying next to me. You can go wherever you need to go. You can go to other planets. You can go visit your loved ones on the other side, all of that. When it's time and your physical body starts to awaken, that cord starts pulling your soul back into your body. Have you ever had this happen to you or knew somebody? You open your eyes and you try to talk and can't, or move and you can't, but you know you awake because your damn eyes is open, but you can't budge. The cord, your soul has not been pulled all the way back in your body yet, so you can't move till it gets back in. This is what happens when you go to sleep. This is what happens when you go to sleep. You die every time you close your eyes and go to sleep. You die. When you give up this jacket, your soul goes on to where you need to go to. You might 1111. Oh, okay, 1111. This is usually the first angel number a lot of people start saying when they're going through an awakening. If you look at 1111, it looks like two pillars. It is literally you are going through the gate. You got 11, you got two pillars here, and if you look at the numbers 1111, it looks like a gate, like you walking through something. It's literally the universe, God, Allah, your spirit team, Buddha, all the things opening up the gate for you, telling you that it's time for your awakening. And then you'll start seeing other 222s and 888s. I went on YouTube when these numbers started popping up. I went on and I was like, I got to find out what all these numbers mean. 888 and 8888 is money. You got money coming. Do you think it's a coincidence that when you got bills and all the like random business numbers was 1888? They've been new, y'all. They've been, yes, Google your, and there's so many, like, those are the basics, 222, 333, 30, those are the basics, but there's other angel numbers. Like I have an angel number deck, 1010, 1234, 1919. There's different, and you can always find out what the numbers mean. I do. 88, oh yeah, them good numbers. If you seeing the eights and the sevens, you seeing them, yeah, them good numbers. That's luck and prosperity and money coming. I wake up to 3. Do you know how many people I have heard say they wake up their body actually just wakes up at 3:33? They say people that wake up at them hours without a clock, you already have insane gifts. They call those witching hours, which they make it something bad, but they say when people do, spell work and rituals and things of that nature, hey love, That's the best, that's when the energy is strong at those times of the hours. If you waking up at 333 every morning, baby, your spirit team and your gifts about to hit you in the back of your head so strong to answer this calling. Going through a huge spiritual, yeah, it gets uncomfortable. You go through a dark night of the soul. A lot of people do. That's the other sign that you're going through a spiritual awakening. You go through a dark night of the soul to where everything feels like it's failing. Let it happen. I have a PDF on my website. I think it's only like $9, and it is how to get through a dark night of the soul. How to get through it, what to do, things that can help you, everything, how to understand it, why it's happening, all of that. I think it's like $9 or $10, something like that. And it's a PDF. You just order it and it's downloaded to your email. Because so many people, that's the other thing I've had clients, how do I get through this dark night of the soul? I'm going through this spiritual awakening. It's uncomfortable. It's gonna be uncomfortable, Mr. Vine. Oh, you person then walking to be born. Wait, what you say? Hold on, y'all. Mr. Vine, do you see spirit babies for a person that's waiting to be born in the natural realm? I won't say that's waiting to be born, but I do channel people that's had miscarriages. Yep. I can still channel their energy. I have a friend of mine. She lost a baby, and they didn't never tell her the gender. I tapped into his energy, know his name and everything, because he dreams about her. He just doesn't know who she is because he reincarnated and came back, and he just doesn't know who she is, but he dreams about her. And I told her his name and everything that when he reincarnated. Yep. A lot of y'all, you ain't even, yeah, y'all. Some of y'all, you got past lives. You ain't even from here. I'm just telling you. I got a whole life on Pleiades. 1010 is a good angel number. I see that one a lot too. There's other galaxies. There's other. I have a whole significant other on a planet called Syros. Syro. Didn't even know that planet existed. When my gifts kicked in, they downloaded the information to me. I was like, what is this? This ain't no planet. Damn sure is a planet. I got a whole boyfriend there called Narco. I'm telling y'all, y'all really think these ain't movies. They've been trying to tell you. Most people reincarnate to the same family. A lot of people do. Yeah, and I've said this before. You know, a soulmate don't have to be romantic. A soulmate can be a mom, your sister, your brother. It's simply two souls realizing, man, we didn't been around this block before. Me and you was here before together doing something. Yeah. As a child, I felt was here before like that. Yeah, that's how you know when things look familiar. Children are so unfiltered. That's why they want you in school by the time you get 7. Because that's that age where you so impressionable, then you forget all about these gifts. I told y'all before, my nephew, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't think I've shared this on social media before. When my husband came home from prison, I got pregnant immediately, and I was working too much. Worked in the medical field, and I had my son at 15 weeks. I had him too early, and he lived for about 15 minutes, and we kept trying after that. And then I realized years after my gifts kicked in, I'd never get pregnant again by him because it wasn't meant for me to have a child by him. And so I had my son too early, and they where I lived in Missouri, when you had a child too early or a miscarriage, they made a little thing for you, like a digital. They made put him in a blanket for me, and they took a picture of him with wings. I got the blanket. I still got everything that they gave me for him, and pictures of him and everything. When I think he was only maybe an ounce. That's about it. And year later? A year later, year and a half later, my baby sister got pregnant. My baby sister got pregnant, had her son. And my baby sister, we thick as thieves. And my family calls me Cammy, Kame, because my real name is Kamitra, but my family always called me Cammy. She named her son, my nephew, Cameron. And my son's soul is in Cameron's body. Now, I'm the spiritual one out of my family. So I realized it early on. I realized it about when he was about 3 months old. I knew something was different. So when she had him, she was like 2 months. She came and she brought my nephew. The first time me and I was married at the time, got to see him. And he every time when he would cry, she couldn't get him, nobody could get him to quiet down. Only time he would stop when I held him or when my husband held him. And I knew something was wrong. Thank you, beloved. I felt it. I felt it. And so even my husband at the time, he was like, man, something different about nephew, right? I kept feeling it. And he was so drawn to us, to me and my husband. It was crazy. My mama couldn't even explain it. His mama, my sister could not explain it, why he was so drawn to me and my husband. After he got me, he was probably about 6 months. I said, babe, I think our son's soul is in my nephew's body. He said, I felt something weird. I don't know what it is. You might be right. When he got, I think he was about 5, my mama called me. And by this time, when they came to visit, he was up under me and my husband all the time. When he got ready to leave us, cried, did not want to go. Absolutely did not want to leave. My mama called me one day and said, why did Cameron tell me that he knew y'all before he came here? Now, between all of this is one reason me and my husband separated. He hid a 7-year-old daughter from me. After 14 years of marriage, he popped up with a 7-year-old daughter, right? So I still stayed, got to know her. I love her. But when my nephew found out about her, and we explained who she was and this, that, and the third, because I knew he was going to feel some type of way. My mama said, why did Cameron tell me that it's okay that Jericho, my ex-husband, got a daughter? Because he knew you and Jericho before he came here anyway, before he got here. This is what my mama called and told me, that he literally at what, 6, 5, 6, told her out of his own mouth. Don't tell me it ain't real. I know. I knew that. All right. And I said, Mama, I've been new. Me and Jericho, me and my husband's son, spirit, soul is in his body. Ben knew it. This is real. Never remember, it's the past life. Mm-hmm. A lot of your dreams is you in a past life. A lot of y'all dreams is your past life. Dreams usually are good for a few things. It's either a past life, it's either you, another version of you in another timeline, because you have that gift. There's every version that you could possibly think of yourself as it already exists in another timeline. Is you in another timeline. Your spirit team trying to give you some kind of information. This is what your dreams consist of. Time is an illusion. And I say that because if you think about it, for every present second, the past has already happened and the future is still yet to come. It's all happening at the same time. It's an illusion. That's why they say to stay in the present moment. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift to be in the present moment. But with that being said, it's amazing to know what you came here to learn. And I say this all the time. A lot of us get caught up in these relationships and can't realize why we can't shake it, because you haven't learned the lesson yet. This is a whole relationship from a past life that you didn't brought here. And before you came here, you and Source, God, whoever that is for you, had a conversation. Hey, Yvette, you know you going back to planet Earth? Yeah, you're going back to planet Earth. All right. Well, you know you and Donald, in this last life you was in. You know y'all didn't close that cycle out. So you know. And Yvette like, yeah, I know. I got to close this cycle out with Donald. When I get back to Earth, I got to close that cycle out. This is what happens. This is what happens. And we get in these cycles of just like, why is this? This why I love doing Akashic records for people, because it gives them so much. Do you know how many people I have told so many people about a person they went in and out of that is a karmic from a past life? And one of your main lessons that you signed up to come here in your soul contract is to close that cycle out. And people be thinking in their mind that you're supposed to stay in that. We just gonna keep trying. He'll get it right. No, he's not. No, she's not. You came here, you signed to come here and close that cycle out. Close it out because God got some new stuff to give you. Some people in a past life was wealthy and snobbish and treated people that didn't have a lot of money in a bad way. Well, Angela, you know you going on back to Earth, right? To reincarnate. Angela, like, yeah. Well, you know you treated people that wasn't on your status real bad in this past life. So how you gonna balance that out? Because you gotta learn the lesson. How you gonna balance it, Angela? Angela say, well, you know, God, this rip when I go down here, I'ma learn what it's like to not have, to be in poverty. So I can learn and balance that energy out. Come back down here. Next thing you know it. But the thing is, we think that we supposed to be stuck there. No, you ain't supposed to be stuck there. Yes, you in poverty for a reason. It has something to do with a lesson from a past life. Learn the lesson, close the cycle, so you can move on and the universe can give you what you're supposed to have. That's all this is. This is, y'all, this is a school. We just here to learn. That's it. That's it. We just here to learn. Close some cycles out and move on. That's it. That's it. People often ask, why are there bad people in the world? Murderers, things of the... You don't know what happened in the past life. There's a reason. Always is. Have you been able to do manifesting? Baby, I manifested exactly where I'm at right now. This very second. My last contract. I graduated from surgical tech school in 2005. I've been in the medical field since 2005. My gifts kicked in around 2014, right? And I still been working in the medical field and traveling. Got divorced and started traveling in the medical field. I heard my guides and angels say in November, December, this your last contract. And I thought they meant that I was just going to find a permanent job medically, right? Next thing I know, in December, I'm in Chicago because my mom, my 89-year-old mom stays with my baby sister there. I took a contract there to help her with my mom and spend some more time with my mom. I think I was there 5 weeks. When I tell you shit went haywire and the contract ended, the universe and my guides have been trying to get my attention. I'm a Capricorn sun. We love financial stability. So for me to walk away, and I'm not bragging, and this might not even be a lot of money to somebody, but for me coming from where I came from, to leave $150,000 a year, $125,000 a year traveling, and just jump out here to build YouTube channels and build my brand. I manifested exactly where I'm at right now. Exactly where I'm at. Vision boards. Then did. I'm finna do another one. Affirmations. Doing meditation. I does that. I'm telling y'all, all these gifts that I have, You got the same gifts that I got. I promise you, you have them. God did not say I'm gonna give them to just Russian roulette while we was coming when we was in our souls in the line to come to planet Earth. I'm gonna give these to Kamisha. Let's skip over Yvette, Angela, Tony, and Walter. Let's skip over them. Let's hit everybody got them. I couldn't imagine earning. You know, and to some people that's not a lot of money. I grew up in the projects, love. It was 11 of us in a 3-bedroom project on government cheese and food stamps. This is where I come from. So for me, yeah, I had decided when I was younger and didn't even know what manifesting was. Oh, I bet you when I get older, I ain't eating beans 4 days a week. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But when I learned, do y'all know when I really learned how to manifest? And I told y'all this the other night. I messed around in 2015 and man, stumbled upon the documentary The Secret. Oh my gosh. And I told y'all this the other night if you watch my reading. When I stumbled across The Secret and watched it, y'all, I was just sitting on the couch. I was married at the time. I was just sitting on the couch. My husband was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "This whole damn system is bullshit." And he was like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "Because you mean to tell me I could have been manifesting everything I want in life and y'all got me in school learning shit that ain't nobody never finna ask me?" I was on 10. I was on 10. A little wild game for food. I was on 10. That's when I learned the basics of manifesting. It's more to it than that, but that was my foundation. This is from Cologne, Germany. Hello, love. If you just learning how to manifest, this is magic. Manifesting is simply magic. Yeah. Baby, what you talking about? What have I just turned? 55? I in 2015. That's when I learned how to, baby, better late than never. But it's an awakening on the planet. It ain't just here. People are waking up. People are realizing that these people been lying to us the whole damn time. Yes, they have. Yeah, yes, they have. The Marvel movies. Oh, you think these superheroes is just some shit that somebody just made up in their mind? This is real shit, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, if you in the beginning stages of learning how to manifest, watch The Secret. Find the document or read the book. It's either I want to say Netflix. It's been jumped around from Hulu to Netflix or Prime. But it's the one with the red ink thumbprint on it that say The Secret. Watch it. Watch it. If you just now moving into this energy of manifesting the life that you want, you gonna want to strangle everybody in the educational. Because I literally was sitting there like, you mean to tell me I then did 13 years, 12, and then in some college. You mean to tell me I did all that and learned half this shit that ain't gonna do me no good, and y'all ain't told me nothing about this? Where do you think they get the word university from? From the universe. Mystery schools in Kemet. They was real. Newsflash. Do you know why they didn't pick up on Jesus, Yeshua, until he was 12? Where the hell you think he was at and before he was 12? He was in Kemet, aka Egypt, with the monks and the Buddhists and all of them learning. Where do you think he got his knowledge from? By the time they caught up with him and start actually writing, as if you want to call it that, about him from 12 to 33, where you think he was till then? That's why he tells you, that's why in the book it says, ye are gods. Everything I have done, you can do. Do you think Yeshua was the only one that can touch people and heal them? Is that not what we call Reiki? Energy healing on today? Huh? Don't tell me I'm a certified master. And not bragging, but I know my work on people. I do virtual Reiki and have changed people's lives. Did he not say it? Is that what he not said? Everything I've done, you can do. It's a PBS documentary, and I think it was titled something Jesus studies with the monks or something like that. It's like I watched it like in 2016, and the very end of it, they talk about how Jesus, Yeshua, didn't never die at the age of 33. That actually they tried to kill him, him and his wife Mary, and his mama Mary got their children, Sarah, Lakali, and Simon, and got the hell on and went to India and lived out the rest of his days. The Hindu from back then, the original ones, oh, they claim to this day that they got Yeshua, Jesus' body in a temple. But if you want to believe, and listen, I don't have a problem with the Bible. I don't have a problem. I know what's good for me, and I know the fact that in that Bible you telling me I'm supposed to obey my slave master. Yeah, I know it was some bullshit in there too. Some projections. But far as Yeshua and Jesus, lessons was good. He been told y'all. And no, he didn't say he was coming back. He told you Christ consciousness was coming back. And Christ consciousness is here, baby. But whoever that is waking up at 333, baby, Christ consciousness has already showed up in your life. That is moving in love, because that's what Yeshua was all about. Because some of the stuff in the Bible, no, I don't believe nobody coming back to save us. I don't believe Yeshua's going to come out of no sky. I don't believe none of that. I believe it's already within us. And all the gifts and special things and magic and all the things that they said he did, all things I have done, you can do. That's it. That's all. I want you to ask yourself this. They use frankincense and myrrh. First of all, frankincense and myrrh is not to embalm somebody if they dead. Those are healing herbs. That's what they used on them. That's what it said. Those are healing herbs. Second of all, in those times, if a body was found, if somebody was deceased, the first people, you have to be a mother or a wife to see the body. They would not let you see the body if you was a woman unless you was the wife or a mother. Who was the first two on the scene? Mary Magdalene and his mama Mary. It say in the Bible that they bar Simon, B-A-R. That means to give birth to. That's what that means. They had a son named Simon. What I have done, all of you can do. It's all energy, y'all. That's it. That's it. You are telepathic. You are intuitive. You are clairvoyant. You are all these things. You can move energy around whenever you want to. So I'm going to drop a few manifestation tips. If you're trying to manifest some things in your life, I'm going to give you some basic stuff to start with. What I started with that got me on my journey. That vision board, after I watched The Secret, oh yeah, that vision board went down. And it was crazy because my first vision board, I did it right after I watched The Secret. I probably didn't watch The Secret like 50 times. I ain't gonna lie to you. But right after I watched it, I did my vision board. I think I had like probably 12 pictures on my vision board. I messed around and looked up like 18 months later, and like 7 to 8 of them had already came true. So I had to do another one. I'm telling y'all what I did. Now that I know how that magic is real, where y'all think Doctor Strange and all this shit is coming from? Huh? The Iron Man. Where do y'all think all of this is coming from? The Fantastic Four. What? Where do y'all think Star Trek came from? Do y'all think this is just some stuff for entertainment? This is you. This is the power that you have. You want to manifest? Get you some ancestor money. You can get some on Amazon. Some people got them on Etsy. Get you some ancestor money. What is ancestor money for? You burn it and give gratitude to your ancestors on the other side. These just some little things. For somebody jumping my comments talking about I'm teaching you witchcraft. Baby, I'm teaching you energy because it's real. Because it's real. The first time I burned ancestor money, didn't even really know the full capacity of it. I had just seen some people on YouTube talking about it, what it meant. I'm going to try it. Bought me some off Amazon. Got it, went in my room. Well, I went on the patio. Got my little cauldron, whatever you call it. And so okay, I'm gonna say a little something. Because like I said, I ain't really know fully what I was doing. I said a little something to my dad and to my ancestors and went ahead and burned it. This was on a Friday night. Why Monday morning, I had a check in the mail that I had overpaid some insurance. It was like $560 something. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you. It's all energy. That's all it is. It's all energy. Now, if you want to call it witchcraft and get all crazy with it, I don't give a damn what you want to call it. I'm not harming nobody. I protect myself before I do it. Before you do any energy work, you always ask your guides and ancestors and the divine, keep me safe and protected. You always do that. Listen. Okay. Now I do a plethora of rituals and stuff like that. New moons and full moons, good time to manifest. Full moons is a good time to release some stuff and say what you're grateful for. New moons is a good time to write some stuff down. That's another, you want to manifest? You do your ancestor money, get a piece of paper and write down what you're trying to manifest. Write your affirmations down. Fold them up, get your cauldron. These just simple things. I ain't getting into nothing complicated. I'm just saying some basic stuff you can do. Holler at your guides and angels. Look here. I got some financial situations going on. Write your affirmations down. Get you a thing of ancestor money. Burn it. I need some help. Appreciate y'all. I know it's on the way. Be done with it. I just had met two of my spirit guys. Yeah. When I do Akashic Record sessions, I ain't gonna say usually, every time. Whoever your guides are, they usually pop up on the scene. They usually pop. Some of them archangels, some of them. I got a client. One of her spirit guides is Ishtar from Venus, right? They gonna show up for you, girl. They gonna show up and let me know what's happening. You got the same gifts. All you got to do is clear your energy out. Clear your energy out. A little protective spell. If you feeling something on you, because it happens. I've had a spiritual attack before. It is not fun. But if you feeling like something negative going on around you, baby, get your cauldron out. Light you a black candle. Light you a white candle. Say what you need to. You'll be amazed on how powerful your words are. I do have like what they call witchcraft books with spells for protection, spells for manifesting money. I like, it's a spell in there for if I'm taking a trip to keep myself protected, like different stuff like that. Nothing to harm anyone. But you'd be amazed on how you can just sit with a piece of paper and a lighter and talk to your ancestors and guides. What happened? I'm telling you. One is my cousin who died young. Yeah, a lot of your people on your spirit team is people that may have transitioned in your family. Yep. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I do appreciate the comments when folks be like, I be on point, all this, that, and the third. I'm just a vessel, honey, and I'm not special because you got everything I got. You got it in you. All you got to do is tap in. And I wish everybody could tap into being able to hear spirits, the mediumship, because it's so beautiful to be able to talk to your family members on the other side and loved ones that transition, and you hear them like they sitting here. It's so beautiful. Me and I be chopping it up with my daddy. My dad just got back to spirit realm about 3 or 4 months ago. When he transitioned in 2003, uh, he had to reincarnate because daddy wasn't the best daddy. Sorry. But daddy wasn't the best daddy when he was here. So he had to reincarnate and he had to take another body. And he just left that body like November, December, and went on to spirit world. And so I'm able to talk with him. How do you how do you do that? Listening, being still, trusting. That third eye awakening, I tell people, if you when it comes to your spiritual gifts, outside of manifesting, learning how to manifest things, man, getting that third eye open is it will get you a great start to being able to hear your guides and angels and things and your loved ones on the other side. It's third eye awakening because it's very, very important. Very, very. And if you tips to help open your third eye, meditation is definitely one. For me, meditation, learning it how was very hard for me because when I started to learn to meditate, I would get still and I'm thinking about the grocery list. Did I turn something off? Like I have used to have all these random thoughts. So I started doing guided meditations with some people I found on YouTube. And now I can do it by myself, but that's what I had to start with as well. I, my, helps me. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All I hear is ringing, ringing in the ears. That's a sign. Ringing in the ears is literally your guides and angels trying to get in touch with you. Look up information on like what it means for the right ear and left ear. Ringing in the ears is your guides trying to get in touch with you. It's just like angel numbers. They trying to get your attention about something. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they trying to get your attention if you got ringing in the ears. I'm telling you, that's what's crazy is I'm looking at some of y'all comments on here, and it looked like almost everybody on here, like your gifts is already starting to kick in. You just trying to figure out what to do with them, how to, yeah. Ask your guides and angels to assist you. Ask your guides and angels to assist you. That's what you do. Because most of y'all, I'm reading your comments, and it seems like a lot of y'all, your gifts is already kicking in. Already kicking in. Yep. You have to be careful. Spiritual attacks are real. I had something on me. I think I had just got into my gifts kind of maybe a year, and I had something jump on me. I did. I had something jump on me. I think it got on me in Louisiana when I was down there working on a contract. And it jumped on me. I felt it because shit was like I was off. And yeah, it jumped on me so bad one time that I didn't even know. I called my sister, and whatever this entity was had completely taken over me. And it called my sister and told my sister. And she's because I didn't even know what had happened. She said she answered the phone, and I said to her that I said my name and then said she's no longer here. I've taken over her body. And my sister knew instantly something was wrong. I was married at the time. She called my husband. He said by the time he was somewhere working on somebody's car, he said by he got home in like 15 minutes. He said by the time he walked in the door, I was sitting on our couch, bamming my head up against the wall, just sitting there like this, bamming my head up against the wall. He grabbed me and like put me in his lap. And he said I was just laughing in his face, just hysterically laughing, laughing, laughing. He said, and then when I came to, I was just hysterically crying, and then he knew it was me because I didn't have no recollection of what had just happened, like none, like none. So with some, yeah, people a few months ago, you got to be careful because it will happen. And for me, I think it happened because my gifts was kicking in and I was so excited, like I wasn't protecting myself. I wasn't protecting myself. Like I was starting to trying new little spells and stuff like that and wasn't doing no protection energy before I did it. It was on top of the fact I was in damn New Orleans. So that was a whole nother situation in itself. So that's why I tell people you always want to protect yourself. You learn first how to protect your energy. Learn first how to protect your energy and trust it. Trust it. Y'all are really the Marvel characters that you seeing on these. I'm telling you, you really really are. You have these gifts. You have all of them. My let me see. I want to say I've seen 10 or 11 of my past lives. I have a brother. I have a guy that I met on TikTok 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And he's spiritual just like me. And I would always see his profile because, on TikTok, and I always seen him like, liking my stuff, my spiritual content and stuff. And I just kept seeing him. And I reached out to him and was like, hey, because I saw that he do readings. And I was like, hey, you do readings? Can I get a read? And we got to talking in the chat on TikTok. Clicked instantly. Just clicked. Come to find out, so we started talking in about a month or two after we just talking, sharing, doing readings for each other, just vibing, right? I went to meditate, y'all. Closed my eyes and went into meditation and completely left here. Yes, time travel is very real. Completely left here. When I went to the time travel, they showed me that he was from a past life, and me and him transitioned rather, on a train. And before the train hit us, he told me that he would find me. I will find you in another life. When we reincarnate, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, I promise. And we've been rocking ever since. Been right. He like me. He intuitive. He can channel all of that, just like me. And I call him my brother. They showed me the names. We were like 13, 14 years old on some kind of tribal land. And it was some old railroad tracks on the backside of the mountain where we were. And me and him was playing because we was best friends. And his name was Redondo, and I called him Dondo. And my real name was Chauncey, and he called me Cha Cha. That's what we call each other now in this life. And we were playing. We weren't supposed to be on the trains. There was an abandoned red rail car on the track, and because they said the tracks was closed, but we wasn't supposed to be playing back there. Well, we hard headed. Me and him went back there and was playing, and we was on the back of the train where the little back part, little deck kind of thing is, right? And we playing. I heard a train, and I was like, Dondo. And if you all hear, hey, bro, I was like, Dondo, I hear a train, and it was a train coming. And he was like, come on, let's get off. We got ready to get off. And I got something of mine on me, like got caught on a rail or something on the train. And I couldn't get off. And the train that was coming faster and faster and faster. And he was like, come on, Cha Cha. I said, I can't get off. It got to the point to where I knew I wasn't going to be able to get off because I was stuck on something. I couldn't get out of something, whatever it was. And I said, Dondo, get off of this train. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. Get off of this train. He said, I'm not leaving you. By this time, we had like a few seconds for that train. And right before the train hit us and killed us, he looked at me, he grabbed me and held me. He said, I promise you, Cha Cha, I'm going to find you in another life, and we will be together again, best friend. And here we are. I just talked to him earlier today. I told him I was going to call him back. And that was a past life. And showed it, when I say showed it to me crystal clear, and here he is. He got a great grandma that channeled me. This is what I'm telling y'all is real. Like, this is real. This is real. They say when you meet someone and you feel you knew them before you were, yeah, that's why people be like, man, I feel like I know you before. You did know me before. We was in a whole past life. Yeah, my brother Dondo. And he calls me Cha Cha. So he lives in Vegas, right? Last August, my nephew got married in Vegas. When me and Dondo met, because he plays, I got my djembe drum, right? And he plays too. And they had a drum circle. And he was like, come out to the drum circle. Got to the drum circle. And this was me and his first time meeting in person. And when I tell you we held on to each other for dear life, I almost started crying. Like we just held on to each other. We held on to each other like we was on the back of that train. It was crazy. Hey beloved, how you doing? So these are the gifts that you have. You want to know what's in your Akashic records? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Book a session with me. We can do it. If you feel your third eye opening, I can help you with that so you can get into your own Akashic records and learn what you're supposed to close out in this life so you can get the life that you want. Learn candles, what they stand for. Would love to know what's in them. Yeah, Trip. Book with me. And I'm not just saying it because I want to say, I don't care if you don't book with me, book with some. It's other people out there that do Akashic record. Find somebody, but I'm telling you, it's an eye opener. It is an eye opener to know where you come from, who your spirit guides is, who your archangels on your team. Archangel Michael is on a lot of people's team. What costs for that? My Akashic right now, I think is 111. I think either 99 or 111, because I do that and I do channel messages. We do 40, and it's live. It's not a reading. It is live. It's a live Zoom, me and you, so you can see my face and we get into the business. All right. I vaguely remember being in Egypt. Family, and I talked about being, yeah. I had a past life in Kemet too in Egypt. Yep. Amun-Ra, the sun god, is on my spirit team. Do y'all believe in demigods? Do y'all actually know there was a time when gods and goddesses would come and mate with humans? And then they forbid it and said, don't do that anymore because they was down here getting folks pregnant, making babies. Anybody feel like you for sure feel like you adopted and don't belong in this family that you in? Yeah. Whole demigod. You looking at one. you looking at one. You'd be amazed. Have y'all ever watched Percy Jackson? Woo, I love Percy Jackson. That's real. That's not make-believe. That is literally real. If you have not watched Percy Jackson, the movie, not the series, the movie, watch Percy Jackson. That's real. That's not for play. That is literally real. It's amazing how his story, they want us to believe that's facts. But mystery, my story, mystery, is some shit that's supposed to be in La La Land, but ain't real. Come on, y'all. Come on now. I was always told I was adopted by a family. I know I didn't fit in with my family. I've always thought. I look just like my dad. But I always thought I got to be adopted. These damn people is not telling me I've got to be adopted because I know damn well I don't fit in this family. And I love my brothers and sisters in my family, but I know I don't fit. And lo and behold, I'm meditating one day, and I've always been drawn to Hathor, the goddess Hathor, who was, they say, was Amun-Ra's, the sun god's wife, sister, whatever you want to say. And crystal clear as day. You a demigod, Kamitra. I'm your mom, and I chose your mother to birth you, but I am your mom. You are a demigoddess. I damn near fell off the bed. I look exactly like my dad's mom, but I was always different. Yeah. And they want you to believe that this stuff is some stuff you just see on TV. If y'all ain't never watched Percy Jackson, it's like a kid movie. It's like, PG-13. Go watch Percy Jackson. I knew then. I knew then because I kept feeling like I think I might be a demigoddess or something. Because I don't think, for one, I knew that this wasn't I knew that Earth wasn't my home. Because I was just like, it don't make sense to me. It's too much stuff there that don't make sense to me. So I already knew that. But then my family, I was like, because I grew up in a Christian home. And it's just a lot of stuff just didn't make sense to me. I would go to church, read the Bible cover to cover. I started having weird questions like, wait a minute. You telling me That this book is telling me for my own good that I'm supposed to obey my slave master. Yet ain't none of this shit working for me, bro. Ain't none of this. I don't think I'm supposed this. I don't think I'm from here at all. And was meditating. And lo and behold, yes. And I know this blowing some of y'all mind, but if some of y'all on here resonate with this. And I'm telling you, you very well may be book a Akashic record session with me. I bet you I will tell you. What are the characteristics of a demigod? Well, some of what I just said is the fact that you feel like you've been adopted into your family. But once you start going through your awakening, some of the characteristics of a demigod or demigoddess is you start resonating with certain, like you might start resonating with a lot of gods and goddesses from Kemet. You might start resonating with, uh, beings from Lemuria and Atlantis. Like that you start for no reason. You start dreaming about it. All of a sudden, let's just say, Osiris was you a demigoddess and Osiris was your dad, right? Out of nowhere for no reason at all. Everywhere you go, you see something to do with Osiris. You get your phone trying to call somebody. It's a whole YouTube thing about Osiris. Like, this is the shit that starts happening that they trying to get your attention that you would do. These are just some of the minor things, right? And if you start meditating, oh, they gonna tell you. They gonna let you know. They gonna let you know. I just let one of my clients know she do Reiki sessions. She get a Reiki energy healing from me every week faithfully, and I just let her know. What was that last month? Last month I let her know because I did Akashic records on her in November, and sometimes they don't tell me off top. She's had a couple Akashic record sessions with me, and what last month? Yeah, they came and told me that she was that she yeah, and that Ishtar is her. Hey, if you watching Teresa, hey love, I love you, girl. That Ishtar is she from Venus, got a past life on Venus. Ishtar is on her spirit team. Y'all want to hear some real craziness that's going to blow y'all completely out on the other side? I read the book, The Sophia Code. If you've seen my post, I had posted this book. I got like 3 clients right now reading this damn book. Book popped up. Where did I see this book, The Sophia Code? Aaron Lyons. If you coming into your gifts and manifesting and all these things I'm talking about, baby, when I stumbled up on Aaron Lyons, ErinLyons, that sister is banging. I got the same gifts she do. She can channel Galactic Federation, folks on other planets. All I does all of that. So she talked about the Sophia Code one time. I got that damn book. My life ain't never been the same. My life ain't never been the same. Never been the same. Popping up for me. Sophia? So I got the Sophia Code. I got 3 clients right now reading that book. Again, one of my clients, Teresa, she probably watching this playback, but she in that book like it ain't nobody's business. I got the Sophia Code. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't know. Sophia is when people say who is Sophia, and the best way I can describe it to you, when they say the great mother. So when you talk about, if you notice, religion always depicts God as a divine masculine, as a man, right? And that's impossible. God could never be a he because source has to be in balance, divine feminine and divine masculine. It can never be a gender. That was intentional. That was done intentionally by your religious clowns to make us think that source, that God is a he. So think of the divine feminine side of who they're saying source is. That is Sophia. That's the best way I can explain it. That is the great mother, Sophia. I got the Sophia Code. I'm telling y'all, changed my life. I had already leveled up with my gifts, but when I got that Sophia Code, I read the book, did all the work in it because it's got stuff in there where you can channel and be able to talk to Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Hathor, Green Terror, um, 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 uh, excuse me, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Woman, um, When I read the book, at the end of the book, they talk about you having a personal dragon for protection. I finished the book. I went back and read the book a second time. A couple of weeks or so, I want to say, after I read the book the second time, I was sitting in meditation. No shit. I was sitting in the middle of the floor meditating. And I felt this hot ass damn air breath something on this, felt like heat on this left side of my damn face. And I was meditating inside because I was meditating. I was like, what in the blue magic hair grease is this? I turned, it was a whole dragon. Isis and Osiris showed up in my meditation and told me, this is your personal dragon. Told me my dragon's name. I looked up the definition of the name. Damn near blew my mind that I got a whole spiritual dragon. Y'all think I'm telling y'all, this, I'm not special. This is all you can have, all of this as well. A whole spiritual dragon. Think I'm playing? One of my clients, she is in the middle of the Sophia Code and has already got access. They did the same thing to her, told her, because I channel her grandmother, told her she has a spiritual dragon that will protect her at all times. You call it, it will protect you. Spirit guides can be, yeah, animals can be spirit guides. Yeah. My spiritual dragon off the chain. For those of you, yes, the Anunnaki has channeled me several times. Several. They have a nickname for me. When the Anunnaki channel me, they literally every time they channel me, they call me the one that got away. So one of my past lives that was shown very vividly to me was, it's gonna blow some of y'all mind, when the Anunnaki created our species. Now let me say something for these spiritual folks. If you think at this point that Adam and Eve are the parents, so to speak, of 8 billion people, they have medication for people like you. They do. They do, baby. It's okay. If you think Adam and Eve is the foundation of 8 billion plus damn humans from 2 people, they got medication for people like you. Do you know Genesis means the generation of Isis in the Bible, the book Genesis? Now, I want you to remember, go back to grade school, because you're going to have to use your English, your English grammar class, all right? We're going to take it back. In the Bible, it says, we will create man in our image. It's amazing how until I awakened, that this never stood out to me. Wait a minute. We will make man in our image. Them is plural. It didn't say I. It said we. That means more than one damn person. Who is we and our? Who is that? Because that's not one person. If you have not studied the Anunnaki, if you have not watched, there's a couple Anunnaki series on there. They have channeled me multiple times. I know who the Anunnaki are. This is who, when they say we and our, that's who you're talking about. That's who they talking about, is the Anunnaki. Now, let me tell you something. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Glad you put that in there. They weren't talking. That ain't who the we was. And this how lopsided that religion has got people. I'm not saying God. I'm saying religion, the business, the organization of religion. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is 3 divine masculines. That is the Trinity. I want you to explain to me how you gonna have a Trinity without a divine feminine to birth anything. How? I want you to tell me. Because the Trinity is mother, father, son. Mother, father, and child. Sorry. You got the Father, masculine, the Son, masculine, and the Holy Spirit, which I've always known in church when I was little to be masculine. So you telling me we got three? Where is the divine feminine? You can't have a trinity without a divine feminine energy to give birth to something. It is energetically and spiritually impossible. It's impossible. That's why I said earlier, if you watch my video, the reading I did earlier, I want you to get a spiritual sponge and a spiritual wash, soap, and brainwash yourself, which literally means to wash your brain, because that's stupid. I'm sorry. It doesn't make spiritual sense. And divine feminines, they took us out of the whole damn equation with Christianity. The whole equation. We ain't nowhere in the equation of the Trinity. How is that possible? If somebody gonna tell me, please do. Don't worry, as Cat Williams say, because I wait. Because I've been waiting, and ain't nobody had no real answer for me yet. A pastor didn't have no answer for me when I asked. How are you going to tell me that a Trinity exists and you do not have a divine feminine to birth something? How? How? It's impossible. Took us out of the whole equation, out of the whole damn Trinity. You got three dudes, three bros. How do I cleanse after a reading? Anytime I do a reading or a session with anybody, God wasn't born. No, was not. You're right about that. I wasn't saying God was born. I'm just saying in a Trinity, you have to have a divine feminine energy, because the divine feminine energy of the divine feminine is to birth or create. The energy of a divine masculine is to put something into action. You have to have both to have a Trinity. So how are you going to have source, but not have a divine feminine and a divine masculine in the Trinity? They've got three divine masculines in the Trinity. That's impossible. I wasn't saying God was born. I'm just saying you have to have a divine feminine birthing energy in a Trinity, and there is not one. After I do a reading or a session with anybody, I sit and I disconnect myself. I literally disconnect myself. Talk to my guys, please disconnect me from such and such as energy. Disconnect me from this collective reading. Bring me back. I have a whole mantra. Bring me back into my own space. I get my sound bowl and I cleanse my energy. Yep. But you have to understand. You have to understand these things. The divine feminine energy is when one submits. No, it's not. No, that's not the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy in anything, a thought process, is divine feminine energy. Why? Because it has to be birthed. Anything that has to be birthed has to come from the divine feminine energy, not a woman. I'm not talking about a gender. I'm talking about the energy. That's why I said God could never be a he. It was intentionally made that to throw you off, to have you believing in some bearded man up in the sky controlling your life. The divine feminine energy is the energy of creativity and birthing. A thought process even has to be birthed. The church is the bride. Well, if you want to think the church is the bride, then you go ahead. But the issue with that is churches haven't always existed, but the divine feminine energy has. The divine feminine energy was there after the creation. It's always been there. Churches have not. The divine feminine energy was way back in Lemuria, Kemet, Amexem. When this planet was, when Earth was one landmass, it wasn't no separate countries. The divine feminine energy existed then. So the bride, that I mean, it Christianity ain't that old. It's not. His name couldn't have been Jesus because the letter J wasn't even invented when the Bible was written, love. These are facts. Don't believe me. The letter J wasn't even invented when the Bible was written. It was not. People actually think the disciples wrote the stuff in the Bible. There was not one disciple that could read or write. All of them were illiterate. So whose perspective is this in the Bible? Don't get me wrong, Yeshua's lessons are amazing. The ones that are correct. I'm just telling you, if you gonna follow Yeshua and Christ consciousness, you follow that. Because religion will have you as a slave your whole life. Because I rocks with Yeshua. I know his name couldn't have been Jesus because the letter J wasn't even invented. In Greek, the word Jesus literally means hail Zeus. I'm trying to let y'all know these people been playing in your face the whole time. That's why I said get a spiritual sponge and some spiritual body wash and wash your brain. If you want to tap into your gifts and be all that you're supposed to be and walk in that ye are God's energy that Yeshua, Christ consciousness speaks of, oh, you're going to have to get that. You're going to have to get that box, that you have to get that out of your head. Ye are God's. Everything I've done, you can do. Well, I don't do truth, love. I don't do truth because my truth and your truth ain't the same. What's true for me might not be true for you. What's not true. Facts and truth is two different things. My truth might not be your truth, but a fact is a fact. Because if you jump off a 50-story building, and unless you an angel yourself, you hit that ground, it's over with. That's a fact because we have gravity on this planet. Now that is a fact. I know Yeshua loves me. This I know. I know Source loves me. I'm not here to battle to tell somebody not to believe in their religion. I'm just saying to open your mind because there's things that people haven't studied. I used to be that person about Yeshua and arguing with folks and really thinking that I had to defend Source and Yeshua, aka Jesus, to people like they needed my help. No. That's the matrix. Religion is the matrix. Spirituality is not the matrix. That's divine. That's divine. Religion is man-made. And I promise you, anything that man has their hands in, it's going to be some damn flaws. Guaranteed, because there's always an agenda. Religion is man-made. It does not come from Source. Born again, baby. I've already been born again. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to debate. Whatever works for you, then you do that, love. Let me let you go ahead and be on your way. Yeah. So tap into your gifts, make space, embrace it. It's people like that I just had to get off the channel that do not understand. You sure don't need nobody to go to battle for him. Don't. Source does not, like, you ain't got to be down here trying to defend for what? It don't even logically make sense. It don't even logically make sense, love. You are allowed to find connections with God, Source, with that. Yes, you are. And people find it hard to believe. You don't need religion to be connected to the divine. It blows my family mind because most of them, I'll say, not all of them are Christians, but it blows them because I told them religion, Christianity has never had me this close to God in my life. I've never felt this connected when I was in the church. Never, ever. When I walked away from religion, when I tell y'all, I feel so close to source every single day. Every single day. You don't have to go to church. You don't have, if it works for you, then you do that. But don't knock us that have decided I'm gonna have a relationship with source without this man-made interference. Cause you ain't finna, once I read the Bible from cover to cover, you ain't finna ever make me follow a book. And I'm brown too and melanated. That's gonna tell me to obey my slave master. Oh, you can get on with that shit. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna never get me back on that page. Do I take Yeshua's lessons? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I take Yeshua's lessons. But all that extras y'all got going on in there, obeying slave masters, the Christians kill because they act like they forgot all about the Christian Crusades. Killed women, children, babies, everybody. Now you tell, come on, y'all. I'm gonna leave the Christian stuff. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. My used to tell me, you don't need to in church to talk to God. You speak. Yeah, yeah. And I don't knock people that still, say that God is a he. That's fine. I don't knock it. I'm telling you my experience. But you ain't gotta go to church to hear source. I could sit in the middle of this floor right now after I cut this camera off and hear what I need to hear. But if you continue to think that God and source is something outside of you, somewhere out there, somewhere, oh, you gonna continue trying to manifest. You gonna continue trying to heal. You gonna continue to be confused. How do you stay in the 5D? Well, fifth dimension is new earth because there is a parallel earth running to this one, running with this one. And some of y'all heard me talk about this before. When you can disconnect, we still have to operate in this matrix because we have these physical bodies. That's the only reason why we do. But when you no longer let all this external stuff affect you, once you have told your subconscious mind, this war ain't got nothing to do with me. I know that source gonna make sure I got what I need to have when I need to have it. I'm gonna know what I need to know when I need to know it. That's how you know you have elevated to the fifth dimension. When whatever is going on externally. Listen, y'all have to understand. Everything that's going on right now, let this shit happen. Because it's the old earth is trying to remove itself. Let it happen. Because for something new to come in, this old business got to go. But see, it only gets chaotic. They only come out with guns blazing, y'all, when they lose in the war. Their time is up, baby. Their time is up. It's over with. It's done. But if you want to be in the fifth dimension, you can't let that disturb your peace. Am I saying it's going to be easy? No. Am I saying there's still not life lessons? I'm not saying any of that. That challenges arise, but I'm saying you're not going to let what they are doing affect you. You got to know you don't give a damn if 8 wars jump off. It's going to be a little crazy around this. But I know that source got me. I'm well taken care of. My spirit team is on deck. They're going to make sure I got what I need to have when I need to have it. And I'm going to know what I need to know when I need to know it. That's fifth dimensional new earth energy. I am now just tonight. You are the most true speaking. So, thank you. Thank you. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all who I've been following for a while that has helped me get to my level. Billy Carson, definitely. I was watching 363 Empire with Brother Rich. He had Billy Carson. Who else he had on there? One of the Islamic brothers. Rod Hayes was on there. But Billy Carson, Aaron Lyons, ErinLyons. Definitely watch Dolores Cannon. It's like a 10-year-old thing when she was still here. She transitioned. She's a older Caucasoid lady about the what does she call them? The something waves of Earth. Who else? Oh, in the beginning, when I first got started, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, gots to have them on your list. Gots to have them on your list. Infinite Waters. When I first watched Infinite Waters, yes, I watched Dolores. Yeah, Dolores Cannon, serious. Hey, she should. Hey, I learned some stuff with Dolores. Um, but yeah, Infinite Waters. When I first got on my journey, Infinite Waters. His brother name is Ralph Smart. The first time I watched him, I said, "Is this boy high as a damn kite?" Because he come on the video and say, "Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again." I was like, "Oh, he high," but he ain't. That's just his energy. So I was watching him before I got on the live tonight. So Infinite Waters, yes, yes. He be like, "Peace, infinite." So when I watched it the first time, I was like, "This boy high. He got to be high." But no, that's just his energy. But he's very intuitive, very awakened, very intuitive. He does daily videos, like 20 minutes, daily messages. Self-made millionaire. Went to college. He from London, so he got an accent. So dark brother. But yeah, self-made millionaire from doing inspirational videos. Walked away, went to college, walked away from all of that, and started sitting in his mama backyard in the garden and start saying, "Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again." Yeah, I haven't even had. Yes, I love when he say that. He'll say something, be like, "And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there?" I swear, I was like, this boy high. He is smoking a pound of weed before he do these videos. Can I get a hello there? Watch Infinite Waters. I used to watch him before I went to work back in the day because he would get my energy right. He would get my energy right before I got to work. That's another one. Yes, yes, yes. So him. Who else do I watch? I'm trying to think. Book wise, the Sophia Code, definitely get that. Oh, get Dr. Joe Dispenza. Um becoming supernatural. Damn good book. Damn good book. Dr. Joe Dispenza. Tell y'all something. Yes, Abraham Hicks. Yep. Abraham Hicks. Yep. I watched Abraham Hicks is good. Abraham Hicks is good. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all get the app Gaia, the Gaia app, the Secret Infinite Waters. Yeah. Yep. The Secret Infinite Waters, the Sophia Code. Get the Gaia app. It's like the spiritual Netflix. All right. And it ain't, I think it's like $13 a month, or you can pay for the year subscription. Let me tell you, I have to not watch Gaia for a while. Because when I get on it, oh, the day is done. We ain't doing no readings. We ain't doing nothing. Because Gaia is that spiritual business. I got on there about 2 weekends ago. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch a couple shows on Gaia, and then I'm gonna go do some readings. This was at like 2 o'clock about 2 o'clock on a Saturday, midnight. I was still on Gaia. was still on Gaia. It is the spiritual Netflix. If you coming into your gifts and wanting to learn more about spirituality, I'm gonna do my part with y'all. Y'all know I rocks with y'all. But if you want some stuff to watch, kick back, and you don't want to watch reality shows and the craziness that's on TV, and you really trying to get some information, get that Gaia app, y'all. It's got, about clairvoyance. It's got about spiritual gifts. It's got about healing, herbs, and all. It's got all the things, tarot, oracle, all the spiritual stuff is on Gaia. They got movies, and then they got series, and you can always, you just play around with which one you want. But I'm telling y'all, get that Gaia app if you really trying to grow, because it's so many different people on there with so many, different schools of thoughts. You get different versions, and how different people see different things. Like you might watch one documentary, and that person speaks on telepathic energies and things of that nature. And you might watch another documentary, And and you just take a little bit from everything you watch, man, and you take what resonates with me and you make your own. You make your own religion, your own universe. You just take, take a little bit from everything. But get that app. I'm telling y'all, Gaia, that business. I don't really do TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. And y'all heard me tell, some of y'all know I told y'all this before. When Corona hit, I didn't even know what it was because I don't watch the news. My staff came in there and was talking to me, talking about Miss Corona, Miss Kamitra, what we gonna do about Corona? I said, I don't really drink beer. I don't drink Corona a lot. I mean, I put a lime in it. I didn't even know what it was because I don't watch TV like that. I don't. If I watch something on Netflix, it's got to be about magic. I think the last best series I watched on magic was some years ago when The Magicians was on Netflix. Baby, I've been watched that thing from beginning to doggone end, The Magicians. But other than that, I watch Gaia. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't do TV like that. But that Gaia app, I'm telling you, I watch it like I get in my room and watch it on my laptop because I don't have a TV in my room. That's one thing I don't do. I don't like TVs in my bedroom. That's my sanctuary, and I'm a firm believer that they can watch you at any time, and so I don't have a TV in my bedroom. So I get my laptop out and I watch Gaia. But yeah, I don't watch TV neither, baby. I'm with you. I don't unless I'm watching documentaries or like Ralph Smart on or Billy Carson or something like that. But yeah, them some people that I got started with. Um, Health wise, fasting is good if you're trying to get your gifts to kick in, especially your third eye. Doing like a day fast. I've been fasting for a while because I'm plant based. When I went through my spiritual awakening, I went vegan as well. All that shit kind of came full circle for me. Yeah, but fasting is good. I'll do a 24-hour fast one day a week. Usually once a month, I'll do 3 days, through a 3-day fast. And I'm not a medical doctor. This isn't medical advice. I'll put my disclaimer out there, but it helps. It really does help awaken your gifts and things. My first outer body experience, I think I was almost vegan. Is when I had my first outer body experience. Outer body experience. But yeah, that helps. I only want fruits and vegetables. Oh, good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And sometimes if I don't fast like completely without eating, I'll do like a week fast of nothing but raw fruits and vegetables. So that helps a lot. Oh, water. You trying to awaken this thing right here? Don't do no tap water. You have to decalcify your pineal gland. Don't do no tap water. Don't do nothing. Get you some fluoride free toothpaste. Get your deodorant should be aluminum free. Don't even cook with tap water. I keep a gallon of Crystal Geyser spring water. Don't do purified. Spring water. Spring water. The higher the pH level, the better. Anything 7.4 and above on the pH Richter scale is good. Crystal Geyser, artesian water. What else? What else? It's a few out there that's 7.4 and above. But you want to decalcify your pineal gland so you can open that third eye. Stay away from that fluoride. Get you some fluoride-free toothpaste. Y'all stop. I'm telling you that fluoride. Did y'all just watch the recent Cat Williams on Veggies Now, which I've been new, but on the recent Cat Williams, I've been new this. Do you know it's not one damn study in the world that has told us, that has clearly verified confirmation that fluoride is good for us and strengthens our bones and teeth? Not one. Not one. It calcifies your pineal gland. What is your pineal gland in charge of? Basically, if it's decalcified, it makes you a good thinker, a leader. If you dosing it with fluoride, it's going to make you a follower and submissive to things and people you shouldn't be submissive to. Opening your third eye, you have to decalcify that pineal gland. Stay away from that fluoride water. Stay away from tap water. Get you some spring water that's high in pH. Study Dr. Sebi. That's who got my life together. He gone now, but rest in peace. Sebi, Dr. Sebi. His replacement is Yaki, Yahki, Yaki Awaken. You want to open your third eye? Telling you, don't even cook with tap water. If you got to boil something, keep you a gallon of spring water next to the stove. No fluoride in our water. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Listen, they don't want you to win. This system ain't set up. These people did not set this up for you. Big pharma. It's all about money. The more medication you own, the more money they gonna get. There is no money in a cure. If you taking medication, it ain't for a cure. Because I guarantee you, the medication, y'all see the commercials? You watching it, you finna get some medicine to cure your asthma. The medicine might help you cure your asthma, but then you hear side effects, death. That what? You gonna cure my asthma and I'ma die? This is about money, people. There's no money in the cure. You want to open your third eye and get healthy and get your chakras in alignment. You better get your butt back to nature and start eating these fruits and vegetables. I took myself off several medications over the past 3 months. Yeah, I followed Dr. Sebi and got rid of diabetes in 6 months. Got rid of diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Didn't even go to the gym. Went from, what was I, pushing 300 pounds? Lost 70-some pounds. I was almost 300 pounds. Just eating right. Eating high alkaline foods and change my water. I don't fool with nobody's tap water. You go to the restaurant, if they give you water from a filter, not only are you getting tap water, they probably ain't clean the filter. The filter probably dirty. I know, because when I was younger, I worked in restaurants and we ain't never cleaned them damn filters. I'm just telling, I'm giving you some real. The healthiest thing you can do for yourself is to eat at home. McDonald's ain't even real food. What potato you know? They said they let a whole Big Mac combo sit out for 30 days. Did nothing change. What potato you know ain't gonna make no changes in 30 days. Documented facts found human DNA in most of your restaurants' meat. It's mystery meat. Taco Bell meat ain't even real meat. Know why KFC ain't Kentucky Fried Chicken no more? Because they ain't chicken. So they wasn't allowed to put chicken in their name no more. They got sued. They had to go to KFC. You got a couple, I think the only Kentucky Fried Chicken I seen still left some years ago was here in Georgia. It ain't even real chicken. That's why it's called KFC. I'm giving you all of this stuff. Man, decalcifies. You can't think clear. Ain't got no mental clarity. That's why you ain't gonna tap into your gifts eating crazy. I'm just telling y'all, the system ain't designed for you to win. You got to be smarter than the game you playing, because this is a game to them. You got the tools to beat it, but you got to open up your mind and realize you want to be connected to source and to the universe. You don't need nobody else to help you do that. You don't need religion. You ain't got to follow a book. If it make you a better person, then do that. But I'm telling you, you don't need it. Do you actually think the creator of all things would have made one book that said, if you don't do what's in this book, you ain't gonna never get to talk to me? If you don't go to this church, you will never get to have a relationship with me? People, that's craziness. They talk about, I'm in a cult. No, that's a damn cult right there. That is a cult. You to ask me, that's a damn cult right there. Mystery meat was always, mystery meat. Most of the school lunches, Taco Bell, mystery meat. You don't even know what you eat. As soon as you eat it, your intestines and your digestive system is like, what am I supposed to do with this? Wild game. Yeah. All right, y'all. We done chopped it up. I like this. I like us talking. Again, if you do religion, that's on you. I'm speaking to the people that want to open up their mind to tap into these gifts, because a lot of y'all, I can tell from y'all comments when I'm doing readings that a lot of y'all, these gifts is creeping up. I'm telling y'all, you got to do is embrace it. You want to book a session with your girl, just all my information is here. Get your Akashic records done. We can find out who on your spirit team. And find out if you a demigod or a demigoddess, and what you brought back from a past life to clear out, so you can make space, close out your cycles, and make space for the life that you want, that you and Source decided on when you came here. Akashic records will do that for you. Y'all know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is Saturday. For the new people here, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on this channel, I go live, and the whole live session, I do channel messages from your loved ones on the other side. So if you want some messages for y'all new people that subscribe tonight, thank you. Jump on here tomorrow with your girl at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're here every Saturday. And all I need in the chat is the name of your person and what they are to you. Mother, father, loved one, whatever. I don't need nothing else. That's all I need. And I get messages from them. And I can tell you what they said, what their suggestions are, whatever you need to know. All right. All right. The Bible is books of... Speaking of years of apart, well, everybody has their opinion. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Yes, I will be here. I thank y'all for joining me. We might do something else next Friday. But again, a couple little tips. Get you some obsidian or organite or hematite for protection, necklace, bracelet, something. I keep it on my neck or on my wrist or something for protection. Bare minimum, you should have a black candle and a white candle in your home at all times for protection. Good deal. Have it. Get you some ancestor money if you want to start getting in the frequency of hearing your spirit team and your loved ones that have moved on. Names again. Names for the names for the crystals. Obsidian, OBSIDIAN. Hematite is HEMATITE. And what was the other one? It was another one. Obsidian, hematite, black tourmaline. That was the other one that I forgot. Black tourmaline. Yep, get the ancestor money. Some people on Amazon got it. Some people on Etsy got it. And if you want to start creating a spiritual dialogue with your spirit team, whoever that is, could be archangels, could be gods and goddesses from the Myria, could be your great grandmother Susie that transition, whoever it is. But to open that dialogue, a good basic way to start is to get some ancestor money and get you a little cauldron or something to burn it in safely. All right. And just every once in a while, just say a little something to them. Hello, ancestors. I'm just opening up this energy for our dialogue so I can hear you. It's burn a little ancestor money. That's just some basic stuff that you can do, right? Also, keep a glass of water next to your head at nighttime. Don't drink it. A glass of water. It will absorb negative energy so you can remember your dreams. Keep a notebook by your bed to write your dreams down. But keeping water next to your head at night, that absorbs, water is a crystal. It absorbs negative energy and negative dreams. And then you get up in the morning and you pour it down the toilet. Okay? Just some basic stuff that you can start doing. All right. And then the authors. The Sophia code, her name is Kaia, Kaia, Ra, R-A. What was the other book? Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dispenza. What else? The Angel Experiment. Yes, it's a 21 meditation guide to connect you to archangels. It's called the 21 Day Angel Experiment. The author is, I think her first name is Corin, Corin. Her last name is Grillo, Grillo. It's a blue book. Yep, you can get them on Amazon. Yep, you can get them on Amazon. I found out about the Angel Chick book. I found her on Gaia. I was watching Gaia one night and she was on there. Yep. YouTube. Erin Lyons, she's like me. She does a lot of YouTube stuff. She's heavy into meditations and telepathics, channeling. ErinLyons. Definitely check out Billy Carson. 4 Bit in Knowledge is his thing. The number 4 Bit in Knowledge. Amazing information. And Ralph Smart, if you just want to start getting in that inspirational manifestation every day. Infinite Waters, start watching him every day. He posts every day. He's really, really good. All right, you got it. You got it. All right, what do you burn the ancestor? So a cauldron. If you get a that's what CHAULDRON. It's called the cauldron or chaldron. Or if you have one of those little, at Walmart or something, they sell those little grease buckets that hot grease go in or something like that, or that because you have to burn it. I just bought a cauldron, CHAULDRON. You can get them on Amazon. I got a little mini one for like 20 bucks or something like that. And that's what I burn in. Now, when you burn ancestor money or burn letters, you can do that too. Let's say if you got a loved one on the other side, you can do this as well. Write them a letter. Hey, mom, say, mom, hey, mom, I miss you. I need some help with this, that, and the third. Write them a letter. Same thing. Burn the ancestor money, burn the letter. When you burn stuff, once your cauldron is full or whatever the case may be, you take the ashes and you give them back to the elements somehow. So you can bury them in the dirt. You can, or just throw them in the dirt somewhere. You can, put them in the ocean. If you put it, just make sure if you bury it or you put it, make sure that it's, biodegradable, that you're not littering and, putting garbage back on Mother Earth. You can get, what they call it on there, it's paper, ritual paper on Amazon. I got a big pack, like 200 sheets, and it's ritual paper, and it burns all the way because you can use regular paper, but just you don't want to litter and put that on Mother Earth like that. So just give it back to the elements however you can. All right. I can put them in my garden. Yep, you can put them in your garden. Yep, or you can do that. You just get creative. All right. All right, y'all. I love y'all to the moon and back. Thank y'all for jumping in. Tomorrow we'll be here 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk to your peoples. I swear, y'all, out of everything, Saturdays be the funnest. It'd be the funnest. All right. You have a good night as well. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll probably do a couple readings tomorrow as well. Y'all have a really, really good night. I send y'all so much peace, light, love, and harmony. May you be able to hear your ancestors, your loved ones, your spirit team, your spirit guides. Man, and may Source continue to move in your life no matter what you call Source. That's up to you. But may that energy continue to bless you, embrace you, and hold you down. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.